TV グルーヴをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。山崎こむぎです。本日は英国育ち LA を拠点に活動するロックバンドザ・ストラッツの皆さんにお越しいただきました。Thank you for coming today. では最初にですね、まず自己紹介からお願いします。
Konnichiwa. I'm Luke, the frontman of the STRUTS.
Konnichiwa. I'm Adam and I play the guitar in STRUTS.
Konnichiwa, I'm Gethin and I play the drums in the STRUTS.
Konnichiwa, my name is Jedo and I play bass in the STRUTS.
はい、ありがとうございます。では早速質問していきたいと思います。去年のサマソニ以来約半年ぶりの来日ですが、久々の日本はいかがですか？
Fantastic. Every time we come here, it's new and inspiring, and we just get filled up with a new energy, which we hope to kind of bring back with us and into the studio as well, because we're working on our second album. So it's been one of our favourite trips to date.
何かお買い物とかもされたりしましたか？
I've not really had a chance, have we?
No time.
We went to look at our CD for sale today, so got a nice Tower Records top. But what else? We ate a lot of food, a lot of good food.
Yeah, I don't think any of us want to leave. We've got to leave tomorrow, but I think we all collectively really love it here, so you know, it's a shame we don't have a bit longer, but
Next
more
time,
reason to come back.
next time we come, I'm going to rent a boat and sail it from the US to Japan and fill it with expensive Japanese clothes and then sail it back. So.
ありがとうございます。そしてですね、2月12日大阪、そして13日は東京で来日公演を行いましたが、こちらはいかがでしたか？
Yeah, they were fantastic. I think the most exciting thing about the two shows was finally meeting our Japanese fans, which, you know, the last time we were here, it was, you know, the festivals and they were quite far and we didn't really get to hang out and, you know, speak to them a lot. So it was great to be really close to them, and of course outside the venue, you know, quite a few of them had like queued up to see us early, and it was just great. I think, me personally, you know, our Japanese fans are my favourite ones in the whole world. You know, the attention to detail, the passion, you know, the gifts. It just makes the whole experience coming here that much more special and unique.
私も13日の東京公演に行かせていただいたんですけど、今おっしゃっていたようにお客さんとの距離がすごい近いなと感じました。それはやっぱりそういう一体感っていうのをすごい大事にしてるんでしょうか？
I think it's nice to be close, but bigger is the best.
I think for our first ever Tokyo headline, to have something as intimate as that, where we could see the majority of the people in the crowd, was very special. It's like being greeted in the reception, and now we're going to go further down the main hall, so to speak.
ありがとうございます。ザ・ストラッツさんはクラシックロックなスタイルでキャッチーなサビ、そしてすごくパワフルなステージで華やかな衣装もすごい特徴的なんですけど、そういったものって何にインスパイアされているのでしょうか？
A lot of it comes from, you know, a lot of the glam rock movement that happened, you know, in the UK with the likes of, you know, David Bowie and T-Rex, Mott the Hoople, early Queen. That's like always really fascinated me, and still to this day I can't get enough of. And whether it's the clothes, the music, I just think there's a lot to be learned from that era, and I can appreciate showmanship. I appreciate a well thought out performance, and you know, I've studied the stage for quite a while, so I love bringing those kind of like elements into our performance. You know, I don't want the Struts to just walk on stage wearing what they woke up in that day and just playing how they feel that day. I think it's really important to come on the stage, give a performance, and leave the audience feeling entertained and happy and soaked in sweat as well is also very important. You know, if you ain't wet, then you're not doing it right.
私もそうコンサートに行った時にこう見ても楽しいし聴いても楽しいしすごい体全体で楽しめるコンサートでした。
Well, that's what we try and do. It's like a great performance should be attack of all the senses, not just what you hear, but what you see and what you're feeling. You know, and I'm really glad that you appreciated that. So thank you very much.
そしてですね、このお話にもちょっとあったんですけど、クイーンですね、クイーンのフレディ・マーキュリーのこう再来と言われることについてですね、こうどう思われていますか？
Well, you know, it's a compliment, which I think it's tough for any sort of like young singer to sort of be sort of like compared quite a lot. Because in my own personal opinion, I'll never be as good as that man. You know, no matter how anyone tries, because he was a genius in many ways. You know, so to be even like put in the same sentence as someone like that, for me, sometimes I do find a little bit overwhelming, and sometimes feel like the pressure. But then again, I kind of step back and think, well, you know, what can I expect at the end of the day? I think when you're heavily influenced by bands and music, you know, it's only natural to kind of want to emulate them. You know, and I think that's what every great band's done. You know, Queen, for example, you know, were trying to emulate, you know, Led Zeppelin when they came out and were heavily like criticised about that. You know, the Stones, all they wanted to be was black American musicians. And of course the Beatles as well was very much the same. So I don't think I'm any different in that way. You know, I'm still doing what they did, which was kind of look to what had gone before in order to inspire them. But the comparison is, you know, very flattering. I just don't really take it too seriously.
でも私もアルバムを聴かせてもらったんですけど、どれもキャッチーで、これからももっとなんかさらにいいアルバムを作っていかれるでしょうし、コンサートでも何度もまた日本に来てくれるのを楽しみにしています。
Yes, I hope so.
Definitely.
If not before.
I think, yeah. Last time I said when we were going to be here next, I got in trouble. So I'm trying not to say anything, but I can promise you and anyone who wants to see us again, of course we're going to be back. And hopefully we will be playing here for many, many years to come. As long as you want us, we'll come.
ぜひよろしくお願いします。
Please do.
Yeah?
楽しみにしています。
It's a deal.
そしてですね、2月3日にその新アルバム「Everybody Wants」が発売されました。このそれぞれメンバーのお気に入りの曲を何かこう聴かせていただいてもいいですか？
Start with you, Jim.
Mine kind of differs from performing it to listening to it. I think my favourite thing, and it changes quite a lot actually, I think my favourite to play is Dirty Sexy Money, because it is it's a real bass groover, and I have a lot of fun with that one.
To play live, I love the start of our set where we do Put Your Money on Me, Put Your Hands Up. Sorry, Put Your Hands Up, and we go into Times Are Changing. I think they're the first two important songs to get the crowd into the show straight away, because there's nothing worse than going to see a band and it takes like an hour to get into them. We try and hit them straight away. So yeah, there's a lot of energy when we play those songs, but also Where Did You Go is, if you've got a little energy left at the end of the show, you pour everything into that, and make sure they go out with a bang. So they're my favourites.
My favourite song is the old Switcheroo, because I think it sounds like our influences in a song. Really, it's rock and roll, and plus a lot of the songs we wrote so long ago that when we came to write new songs for the album, that was one of them, and it was just so refreshing to hear like a new song because we'd heard the other ones so many times. But yeah, that one's my favourite, and I love playing all of them live, really. Apart from Could Have Been Me, that one is a bit boring to play, but other than that, I love playing all.
I'm gonna go with Where Did She Go, purely like on a sentimental kind of sentimental value, just because like, I wrote that when I was like 16, and I've been singing it for like over 10 years now, and you know, it's really taken me on a huge journey, and I've experienced so much from the moment that it was first written to, you know, the moment it was played in Tokyo. And every time we play it and it closes the set, and I think like, wow, you know, I can't believe a journey, how much of a journey that me and this song have had. You know, it's longer than I've known the guys in the band, you know, and it's kind of, it's a very unique song to me, and it's just, yeah, it's a reminder of like why I do this, and it's a reminder of like what the Struts is about, and a reminder and an inspiration that you know, that one song can sort of like really take you somewhere.
ありがとうございます。その渾身の一作になっているようなので、たくさんの人に聞いてもらえたらいいなと思います。そしていろいろお答えいただきましてありがとうございました。
ありがとう。
最後にですね、TVGroove の読者へメッセージをお願いします。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Struts. You are watching TVGroove, and we would just like to say to you, thank you for all your support. We love you, and we will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.
サポートありがとう。
ありがとうございました。ザ・ストラッツの皆さんでした。